Eddie. There you go. That's it.
So before he was freaking out and lunging and barking and yelling and screaming and jumping and redirecting. Now he has the ability to go, well, what's going on out there? Now there's a dog, because he doesn't hate other dogs, he just doesn't know how to deal with other dogs.
Right.
And that's what we're working on. All right guys, this is another reactive video. So if you guys have seen my channel before, I have tons of reactive videos on this channel, but this is another one that really dives in to the real problem of why dogs are reactive and why they stay reactive. The first reason is understanding what leash reactivity is. A dog can be friendly with other dogs, they can interact with other dogs and not have any problems, but the moment you put them on the leash, they become more reactive. And the reason is because they might feel vulnerable, they might feel fearful, they might feel insecure, they might feel excited. As you're hanging on to them, it gets them more stimulated. And then the second thing is the dog owners themselves are the reason why the dog is actually reactive. Their relationship with the dog makes them become reactive. Like the dog in this video, Eddie, for an example. He's one of the two dogs in this video, and that dog came with no issues with dogs, running around, and became super reactive because of how the dog owners were treating the dog. So this is going to be a mix match of two of my out-of-state clients coming in, both with the same type of reactivity. Both were created, and we're going to learn how to dismantle these things, deep dive into why these things happen with leash reactivity and how to overcome these things and become successful. So this is for all the dog nerds out there that really want to get better at working on leash reactivity and understanding fundamentally what it is. And there is no quick fix. This is a free dog training video that people have spent thousands of dollars on, absolutely for free for you guys. So get your notepad out, enjoy this video, and I hope that it's helpful for you.
So, you know, we've had a lot of trainers being like, well, she's a tough case, she's just a tough case, she's a tough case. I'm like, well, yeah, but can we help her? Or is this just like her general nature of how she's gonna be?
Nope. Nope. Yep.
So one thing I want to work on is engagement.
Nope.
Because right now all she's doing is scanning the room to react. She's constantly trying to get to the next thing, right? So what you want to do is try to create better engagement. And engagement basically means you're taking her brain, and right now she's putting her brain into everything around her instead of you, right? So she's not focused in on you. Well, now she is, but when she's handling with you, she's not. So what you want to do is be able to get her attention and just start taking that attention. Good. Yeah, I'm trying to get it onto you. Now these are things that you have to practice. It's not an overnight thing. You have to literally practice for hours of them just looking at you and paying them and looking at you and paying. So it's not something that comes easy. If you go out with a dog and they don't pay attention to you, they don't look at you, they don't even care that you're on the leash, and I don't care what comes after, my dog doesn't X. Like if your dog isn't engaged with you, paying attention to you, looking at you, and if you backtrack and go the other way and your dog doesn't care, it doesn't matter what problems you're having. You can't progress and change those behaviors and those problems unless you really orientate your focus on that. Every problem that you're having of why you come here is because of that. Because she's vocal now, standing here.
Yeah.
So it's not the other dogs.
Yeah.
The other dogs is just pushing her over. So you don't need to focus on, well, she's leash reactive. It's like, no, but that's just the worst degree of your actual problem. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what I'm seeing, is I'm immediately like, this isn't leash reactivity. Also next month I'm coming to Netherlands, which I'm extremely excited about. So if you guys live in Europe at all, right? It's a short flight. It's a short flight from the UK. It's like an hour. It's really close to Germany, Belgium. I can't wait to see you guys and meet you guys in person. All the working spot tickets are sold out, but you guys can come and hang out and watch and mingle and get to know some people in Europe working dogs just like you. All of the tickets and information is linked in the description below, and I can't wait to meet you guys in person. This is just, she's constantly in this state of like 65 to 70%. And sometimes that's normal for certain breeds, but the moment she sees a dog, she takes that 70% and goes to 100. So leave it, leave it, leave it. So that is involuntary behavior. She doesn't want to. She knows she shouldn't do it. Involuntary behavior for reactive dogs is what that was in my experience. She's like, but there's a dog, and I said, stop barking. And she's like, right? She's like, I can't help it.
Yeah.
So again, it doesn't have anything to do with the other dog. She's just taking all of this and she's like, I need work, I need work, I need work, I need work, I need work. It's like somebody desperate for money for their family. And somebody's like, hey, you can clean the bathrooms for 25 cents. They're like, done.
Yeah.
So she's sitting up here going, work, 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 do something, do something, do something, do something, do something, do something. German Shepherd, dog comes by and she's like, I'm gonna do that. And it just explodes. So I corrected her a couple of times and she looked at me and she goes, I'm trying, but.
Yes. Yeah, and I get that from her.
Yep,
too.
that's it. So I call that involuntary behaviors, meaning there's some dogs that are like, screw you, I hate you. Like they're really like trying to go out of their way to react.
Yeah.
She's actually like, I don't want to react, but I don't know what else to do because I'm already cooked up here. And I just need a little bit to just put it somewhere else. And that's the first thing we need to work on with her is putting that energy with you and her. Even this, like perfect example. She sees that little fly.
Yeah.
All of her energy goes from, I don't know what to, ooh.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is her breathing changes. Everything about her changes once she takes that and goes, I'm gonna find that fly. See? And that's beautiful because that just means that she needs a job.
Yeah.
You have to understand that if you do not have good engagement, you will not be able to be successful with your dog. And if you guys want even further deep dive into behavior and you want to pay a little bit of money to understand at another level, I have a leash reactivity course called Reactive to Neutral, where I take some of the most reactive cases I've ever worked with and I've accumulated them into an actual take-home course that you guys can take home and watch. And right now it's $100 off using code YouTube. You can put in at the discount. It's over 50% off. So you can check that out too. And that gives you even a more bigger deep dive on leash reactivity if you really want to fundamentally get over and be successful with any dog that's reactive on the leash.
But you're okay. Look. Eddie's falling apart a little bit.
It's okay. Let me see him. Here, I'll take him. I just want to work on basically what we're going to do is we're going to correct with the vibration from the remote collar. So we got out the Tom Davis dog treat e-collar because the dog owner was struggling to correct the dog with the prong collar. And listen guys, here's one thing that people don't have a lot of context on. When dogs come in, these dogs already have all this equipment on. I'm just using what they bring in and I make a lot of changes because a lot of times it's not fit properly, it's maybe not the right tool for them. But I'm switching this dog to the vibration setting to my e-collar that I have with Dogtra. And I'll put a video up here if you want more about what the e-collar is. But it's important to understand that the handling skill sets with this dog owner and the timing with this dog owner is what's lacking with this dog's progress in the reactivity. And so we switched the vibration, and you guys will see that correcting the dog at the right time for them to sustainably understand and how to take information in from another dog is the thing to do. Leave it. Leave it. That's the vibration. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Good, Eddie. Good. So we're just using the vibration. When I say leave it, I'm using the remote collar vibration.
Okay.
There's another golden out here. Leave it. Good. Now this is important. Yes. So I'm only giving him that correction when he starts to negatively build, or I should say react.
Yep.
So now he's looking at the golden and he's not reacting, and I'm paying for him for that. Good.
And if he's in one of his tizzies, is it already kind of too late to really use that?
Yeah, leave it.
So you have to get it right in the beginning phase.
Leave it. Good, leave it. The reality is I corrected him for barking and reacting at that golden. I corrected him in barking for that Malinois. Now he has the ability to be able to take in information, smell and sense these dogs and think about it instead of react. So now he's air scenting, he's smelling, he's looking, he's making good decisions. Good, Eddie, good boy. Air scenting, using his nose, smelling them. Boy, hockey.
I think that's all he wants to do is smell and realize it's not a threat, but I don't.
Well, That's what leash reactivity is.
Yeah.
Is he's just reacting. Part of figuring out with reactive dogs is how to, they just come up to this, and if you can just like throw water at it and diffuse it, then they can go, oh, well, what is it? Oh, it's a dog? Well, what are they doing? A lot of dogs out there that are reactive are like that. They see a dog and they go, ah, what do we do? Right? It's like jumping into a cold plunge. But now what we're doing is I'm giving him the ability to go, oh, and he's literally looking at this dog and he's like, what are they doing? Why are they, what's, and same thing over here. It's like, what, so before he was freaking out and lunging and barking and yelling and screaming and jumping and redirecting. Now he has the ability to go, well, what's going on out there? Now there's a dog, because he doesn't hate other dogs, he just doesn't know how to deal with other dogs.
Right.
And that's what we're working on.
And it's so nice for me to kind of see what he's capable of, that he has it in him.
That's my job.
Yeah.
That's it. This is to show you what your dog's capable of.
He's a good boy.